It's rather a blessing that I'm the only one standing up here, because I'm not great at public speaking, so I get nervous. So if you can smell something in the first row, it's not me. It was Josh. So, starting off, I love this thing. Check it out. That's my name. So, I was asked to share the story of me. So, the ellipsis, the 3 little dots after my name, it means my story is not over. And that in itself is like drop the mic testimony moment. So, in the beginning, I'll give 10 points to someone who can identify me other than my wife. High fives. Fred gets 10 high five points. So, I went to Sunrise Christian School, which is a Christian school that Shannon disliked for a long time, because we were better than them in every way. No, I'm just kidding. So, I went to Sunrise for most of my childhood, and throughout this whole period, I was known as Melman. If anyone has watched Madagascar, you know what that means. So Melman is a sickly giraffe. I spent most of my childhood in and out of hospital. I can confidently say that I've had every childhood illness bar one. So that was not fun. So my childhood didn't have much time in school, because it was in hospital, so I got used to sort of the homeschooling type method, and I got used to being very introverted, which is why I struggled with public speaking. Okay. And at the end of my Sunrise career, I won that thing. I'm not good at photos either, as you can tell. So that trophy is the trophy for Best Christian Character showed during the year. Not to say that there are good and bad Christian characters, but it's called the His Image Award. It's most recognition of most Christian characters showed repetitively through the year. So to say that I was an achiever, I suppose, if worldly things are achievements, then I got lots of trophies and things and whatever. And it was around this time that I developed a thing in my knee that made it that I couldn't do sports for much longer, starting at that. So I had my first surgery on my knee when I was 6 years old. I was competing in a 400 meter something, and I was pretty fast, and I had an accident and I broke my knee. So I had to operate on it, and I had my first surgery when I was 6. Doctor said, yeah, not running for a while. So, cool. Then I had another surgery when I was 7, because they messed up the first surgery, and now I don't have a knee joint. And now I was angry with God. Because I mean, any kid, you go tell them not to run. That's fairly down-putting. After this, obviously I had a lot of time to spend at home doing nothing. Being bedridden as a 6-year-old, 7-year-old, not fun. I love this. First person to get there wins. I don't know what they win, but they win. 10 high five points to the first person who can read that verse. On your marks. Did everyone hear that?
There is no temptation taken you but such as is common to man. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that you may be able to bear it.
Thank you so much. So this verse was foundational to this next stage of chapter of Raith. No, go away. I was exposed to pornography at the age of 8. I just want to take this moment to say, it is not by my power that I escaped that. That was the next 8 years of my life, in which time I'd moved schools, I'd moved homes, I'd moved communities. It was less than fun. I got my first girlfriend at age 16, and that was when things started going from bad to worse to worse to worse to worse. I didn't have many best friends after that. It was around this time that I was hitting some lows that I can't quite express in English or Afrikaans or any other language that I know. During this time, the pain in my leg came back. So bear in mind, I'm 16, 17, and competing in high school, and laka, everything's going well, I thought. And then that happened, which was not great fun. As you can see, doctors don't always know what they're talking about. Because I'm standing, and I ran over there. So, to get into the current things holding me down in life. So, my grades went down because I couldn't be at school. I was in hospital the whole time. My girlfriend at the time left me for my best friend again. And I was home alone for a long time, feeling worthless. Now, this next slide guys, it was tough. On the 25th of May, I was 17, I attempted suicide. And it was rough. It was rough. And I won't go into the details. I was home alone. Nobody found me. I failed. So, in 1 Corinthians 12, verse 31, this is the verse that God gave me when I woke up from attempting suicide. And there's only that last sentence in that verse that God punched into my heart. And it says, "Still, I will show you a greater way than this." And the context is awesome. You guys should go read that whole context. But that sentence was what God left me with. I audibly heard God's voice wake me up from blood loss and say, "I've got something better for you." So it's at this moment that I want to encourage you and say, God's got a plan for you. And you're going to like it a lot more than your plan. So it's at this moment that I would like to ask, do you put on your 3D glasses? So, after this whole rigmarole, God began to work in my life. Weird things happened. Much fun was had. Sometimes life will bend you backwards, whether you want to or not. Or sometimes you'll be face flat, whether it be in worship or not. And you might get a weird haircut on the way. That was legit. That was legit. And you're going to meet a lot of people on your journey. And I met one.
Aww.
So, what I want to encourage you guys and what I want to leave you guys with, I know it was a short message. The story is not over. God took what I deemed worthless, what I chose to kill, He brought back. Not by my will, not from anything that I could do. God's got a plan, and you're going to like it.